G'day YouTube, how the heck we doing? It is Foul Play here, back for another Pauper League. We lost a Doro here versus Miro. The 7-card hand looks pretty decent. Looks like we're versing an Orzohv Ephemerate deck. So happy to have this Cartouche of Solidarity in hand to kick things off. So we'll Abundant Growth on our Forest. Get that draw effect. Oh, Armadillo Cloak off the top. That's a good find. This is going to give us an attack for 2, protection into Chainer's Edict as well. Alright, opponent wasting no time with Dawnbringer Cleric, so Ephemerate's probably on the way. Going after our white mana, very interesting. Skewer Storefront. I guess that just gets a Plains at this point. Sure, they gain a life. Cartouche off the top, so we can test and training. I guess we can test and training after a commune. It's essentially the same. All we see is an Abundant Growth, but Abundant Growth is white mana, so we'll go ahead and take that one. We'll take that W. It might be worth like hanging our less valuable enchantments here. Just off the fact that we're going to have Ephemerate. So we'll keep our really high value Armadillo Cloak, Ethereal Armor until last. It's quite strange they went after our mana base instead of our auras enchanted on the creature. I don't often see that. Spirited Companion from our opponent now. Opponent drawing a card with that one. And we find another Cartouche of Solidarity off the top. So test and training for Trample now. Ledgewalker has been drawn. Let's continue growing our one guy. We don't need to go wide here. Seems fine. Plenty of Chainer's Edict as well. Attack with that Bogle. Test the Ephemerate. Have you got it, opponent? No. Goes to 13. Very interesting. What's this? Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Thrabian Inspector from our opponent now. 4 cards in hand. Deadly Dispute on the Thrabian Inspector. Wow, they are digging. These Cartouche Solidarities are so good main deck. As soon as you come up against one of these Chainer's Edict decks, it really hurts them. So they drew a card off of one of their clue tokens. 2 mana floating on the treasure there. We actually hit a Plains, which is absolutely beautiful. Alright, and we will force lethal. If our opponent has Ephemerate, they can take it, but apparently not. We get the victory. Okay, so here's an Orzohv Ephemerate deck. As you can see, Dawnbringer Cleric is interaction. Lots of card draw effects with Spirited Companion, Overseer. They get the initiative with Goliath Paladin as well, and this guy can exile creatures as well, right? So interaction of Dawnbringer Cleric, Ephemerate on the Dawnbringer Cleric, Suffocating Fumes. Sometimes there might also be that Omen enchantment that returns a creature from the graveyard. Okay, this one's running Unmake. From the sideboard, we expect Chainer's Edict, more Dawnbringer Clerics, and more Suffocating Fumes. Maybe a Revoke Existence as well. Reminder as well, guys, if you do find this video entertaining or informative, please consider subscribing. So we're going to look to bring in Young Wolf to counteract those Chainer's Edicts, and we're going to bring in Crucifix's Insight to counteract the enchantment interaction. We're going to take out 2 Ancestral Masks and 3 Communes. We take out the Communes, it gives us more hits for the Crucifix's Insights. It makes them a bit more powerful. So although we lose the tempo of Commune, it's the best thing, because there's nothing worse than hitting one enchantment off of a Crucifix's Insight. This hand has good Edict protection, but not a lot else going on, so I think we can do better. Mulligan that. This looks a lot better. We'll keep. Let's probably ditch Armadillo Cloak, although that aura is fantastically powerful. We want 2 creatures here so we can play around the Edicts. Our other enchantments are just more mana efficient, and then we can curve into the Crucifix's Insight. We actually find an Armadillo Cloak off top anyway. I think we're fine with Abundant Growth here. It's potentially weak into... maybe that's just too weak into Dawnbringer. Let's just play out a Bogle and pass. Alright, Thrabian Inspector, probably plus a tapped land. Yep, there's the Orzohv Ballistica. So, opponent taking a little bit of time to set up here. We hit the forest, perfect. Let's Ledgewalker past the turn. Really like nerf the Dawnbringer Cleric's impact if that's what they're holding in hand. Opponent finds the flying creature with Inspiring Overseer, so Ledgewalker slightly less fantastic now. Forest off the top though, not a bad one. Let's like just go full setup and Crewfix's Insight. Oh wow, we find like triple enchantment. Let's go Team Bogle. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we'll take a turn off of attacking and pass it to our opponent. Next turn we get to do a lot of fun stuff. Opponent actually attacking with the Inspiring Overseer. I wonder if this means they're gonna like sacrifice it to that draw effect, or if they're just gonna like ephemerate it or something. Chainer's Edict. Alright. You got it. Ephemerate, sure. It's not too bad a spot to be in. We also could have brought in our Relic of Progenitors to stop the Chainer's Edicts from being flashed back. Oh, we hit mana as well. Oh my god, I'm salivating right now. Sound has been absolutely fantastic. Oh, never mind. Well, we had to cartouche there. I guess we mask, but it's not super exciting. This just getting like fogged out. I guess if they block with their Inspiring Overseer, that their Ephemerate loses value next turn. Looks like they take the damage. That's kind of interesting. All right, so Ephemerate on the Inspiring Overseer. Yujuga Bog from our opponent. Now this is a clue token, not a treasure token. So our opponent is... this one taps for 2 though, remember. So our opponent is currently at 5 mana, so only 2 turns from activating this. We are getting close to killing them. Spirited Companion actually buffs our Ancestral Mask as well, so that's a nice little interaction off that one. Abundant Growth here, draw a card. Forest, beautiful. Alright, so Armadillo Cloak now. Another cartouche for good measure. Really play around these Chainer's Edicts. And we're going to have a massive attack here. I think this is a winning position from here. I don't think our opponent can come back reasonably. Maybe like triple Chainer's Edict. There's got to be pretty low percentages though, considering they haven't been getting rid of any of these warrior tokens prior. I guess they could Suffocating Fumes plus Chainer's Edict. Maybe there was an argument to put one of the cartouches onto the second warrior token. Guess we'll see. Ephemerate on the Overseer. It's a good start for us. Up to 7 life for the opponent. Another Ephemerate. All right, so that's their 3rd copy of Ephemerate now. To an exile. Opponent concedes the game. Holy crap. Well, that was a almost an nail-biter. I felt like we all did things pretty unopposed, but like I was saying, all it took was Suffocating Fumes plus a Chainer's Edict. Our board gets wiped. We're back to nothing. And then we need to draw to a creature, which it looks like we weren't doing. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Till next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.